McAndrew.
Welcome to Blackpool, where the world-famous trams are 100 years old this year. And my mate Michael knows a thing or two about them. Hello, Michael.
Hi, Debbie. Welcome to Blackpool.
Thank you very much. How long have they been lit up like this?
Since the middle 1920s.
Well, you're looking very good for your age, sir.
Thank you very much.
But of course, the theme of light for Christian people is much older. So join us as we journey into light for tonight's Songs of Praise. We'll take a behind-the-scenes peek at the most famous light show on Earth. We'll meet artists who use light and a priest who knows how to light up the sky. And Darren Day takes a break from his summer holiday to light a candle for her. God said it, and the light. The wonderful Winter Gardens was built in 1878 and is well known as home to some of the heat and light generated by political conferences that come here from time to time. Tonight, Christians from all over the Blackpool area have come to join us here at the Spanish Hall, where Nigel Swinford and his musicians will lead us in some of those hymns and songs that tell of the light of the world. $100,000 lamps stretch over 5.5 miles in the Blackpool Illuminations, and it takes 45 people all year round to look after them.
We put them up, and then we operate them, then we take them all down to maintain them, but during that process we are building new for the following year. My job is unique, only one off of these, and it is a privilege to have this job. It's one job where you can show what you do. We design and manufacture them all in our depot on Rigby Road in Blackpool. We first of all decide on a theme, If you take this year, we took the space as being a theme, and we designed spaceships, and they had then to be carved in polystyrene to start off with, and then covered with fiberglass to make the fiberglass moulds, and then they're sprayed. Then they're put on a framework with all the electrics inside. Blackpool Illuminations is a thing that attracts children. It attracts grandparents to bring the children because they were brought through by their parents, and they go along and look for the illuminations that have been sort of traditionally going on since 1949. And we get the nursery rhyme themes where the grandparents can sort of sing along the songs to them. There's something new for the children. So yes, there's lots of tradition about Blackpool.
Now, Keith, I know when you're not working here, you're down at Church Road Methodist. As a Christian working with light, do you find there any connections between your work and your faith?
Well, the theme of light goes through my job. Obviously, we have a festival of lights in Blackpool. And the theme of light goes all the way through the Christian religion. There's a lot of references, both in hymns and in the Bible, to light. And so therefore, when attending church, this comes up regularly. And the Jewish faith has a celebration of lights, of Hanukkah, which is the taking back of the temple. And so they start with having lights and candles in their temple of light. And that's the thing I can link to, that Blackpool has a festival of light where people can come along and enjoy the spectacle of light, and that renews them and gives them sort of energy back again, and sort of they can go away refreshed from going through the lights.
If you're not careful, you can get lost in 1001 troubles. It's one of the oldest attractions at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and they knew a thing or two about using and reflecting light when it was built 71 years ago. The star of the latest attraction here also knows a thing or two about using light.
I think in any show the light takes 50% of power of the show to make it kind of illusion. And in my act it's very important, the light.
Vladimir has been thrilling audiences throughout the season in Blackpool by literally flying through the air in a celebration of the elements, making much use of fire, water and light. His artistic work owes much to his Ukrainian Christian background.
I wouldn't say I'm so religious, but just because of culture of Russia, It was, I guess, programmed inside of me or something. I always felt it. I do pray before I go on stage. I'm not saying the words, I'm just thinking about it. And I'm getting energy, and I'm getting that energy to give it to people, because I believe in exchange. You cannot gain without giving. So if you gain some energy and you give it to people, you're gonna gain more next time. So that's how the universe works.
It's the light through the glass that's the inspiring part, and the fact that a coloured glass piece can have so many different feelings when the light changes as the day goes on. The piece changes, but the atmosphere and the mood of the room changes too.
Davia Wormersley designs in glass and founded her own company just outside Blackpool.
It's made in exactly the same way now as it was made hundreds of years ago. We buy antique glass, and we buy glass made in different factories from around the world, and then we manipulate it, use it, and some of them we fuse together and create completely different types of glass. The designing I enjoy a great deal. I like the hands-on and the making as well, but because of how things have developed, then I tend to spend more time designing. I get satisfaction from it, but it's when you produce something and the people at the other end, and the pleasure it gives them, and individually, and in sometimes we put it in spaces that even more people can enjoy it. So it's the giving and the taking of just creating something that people will enjoy, really.
Dav, we all see stained glass in churches and halos and rings of light to depict saintliness or holiness. Why do you think light and spirituality has always been connected?
I think it's because the glass changes the light, and the light comes from the heavens. It's powerful, it changes how you feel, it's so important to life, to living, to your spirituality, really, and it's the common denominator to many religions around the world. Power, light, spirituality, uplifting.
Light of his pure glory pour. Who is the immortal Father, heavenly
Nowadays, you need faith when you visit Blackpool Tower, because right at the top, you can take the walk of faith. Look, Michael Manley, the tower is in your parish. Do you think it takes real faith to walk across this? I think it does.
I think originally I'd have said no, but when you actually get here, you just hope that they've got it right and it is going to hold you up. Yes, I think it does, yes.
Is there real faith in Blackpool, or do you think people are so busy having a good time that they've left God behind?
I think, yes, the churches work very closely together, but it's very hard to actually say to people, oh, there's so much switched on out there, are you switched on in here? And to actually get them to stop and think about it is very hard.
Yes. Our programme is about light. Do you think there's a connection between faith and light?
Yes, there is, because for me, light actually, I'm not afraid of the dark, but light helps you to understand things if you can see them properly. And to me, the light of God is something which helps me to understand the world and life in general.
I'm getting off now. Oh.
And so that kind of reaction is proceeding to explosion because you've confined the gas.
There's a few sparks in this chemistry lesson today. Their guest is an international firework expert.
I've spent my time really playing with fireworks on and off ever since I was a boy. So here goes the sound of the pyrotechnic whistle.
Bangers and vicars don't normally go together, do they?
A lot of people think that there is a little inconsistency, if you like, between being an ordained priest and being involved in fireworks. There's none at all, because you've got to remember that fireworks are associated in the Catholic countries in particular with fiestas and festivals, and on the eve of the Feast of St. John in England and other ways like that. So they're a part of life. They're part of the festivity of life, really. So the church has always been involved. So I see no inconsistency in being ordained and being involved with fireworks.
The company Ron Lancaster founded has mounted displays for big events and royal occasions all over the world.
Probably our really biggest display was VJ Day celebrations, where we did the biggest display in living memory. I think we used about 18 tons of firework explosive in that show on the river and entertained between 1 and 2 million people. We had lovely weather for VJ. And in Hong Kong, it absolutely poured, but it was a success. And we were delighted that it went off as well as it did. So that was another great show, really, which we're very proud of.
Now, obviously, you work with light. Do you draw any parallels between the light of your work and the light of your faith?
Oh, absolutely. I think that light is probably one of the most important religious symbols that we've got. I mean, clearly, Jesus uses the symbolism anyway. If we're going to get rid of things that are not very nice, we burn them. Therefore, light purifies in the first place. Secondly, as probably the apostles discovered, it warms and it strengthens. So that's its second important function, as I see it. And then, as far as I'm concerned, and particularly as I'm thinking about it now, I see light as the guide in one's life.
Has lived in Blackpool all her life and, like so many of us, can remember the magic of seeing the lights as a child.
I love Blackpool. As a child, it was the highlight of the year. We nagged my father until he took us around the Illuminations and compared the tableaus, and it was the whole atmosphere, the brightness and the feeling of excitement and the way they flickered on and off. And of course, we have the trams, the illuminated trams that went past. Very exciting.
Carol discovered she had a disease that made her lose her sight.
Coming up to the age of 28, I realised that I was having difficulty seeing at night. It starts with night blindness. It's hereditary. It's the major cause of blindness in children. Unfortunately, there's no treatment or cure, and in a lot of cases it can lead to blindness. People feel that if somebody is registered blind, that's it, all they see is darkness. Well, that is not the case. Really, there are only 4% of people who are registered blind who actually have no perception of light and dark. Light is most important. Light can help you lead a more independent life. It can make you cope a little bit better. It can raise your spirits. It makes all the difference.
Good evening.
I take part on a helpline, and the absolute despair and worry and depression that people feel when they are told that they have retinitis pigmentosa. It's quite upsetting, really, but we are there at the end of the helpline to give a lot of practical and emotional support. I am a Roman Catholic, and I have always felt that God was close to me, and I've had a lot of support through attending church and having him there to speak to when I thought nobody else understood what was going on. And yes, I would definitely say it is a kind of a light, and if there's something on my mind, I will light a candle and say a prayer. Candles mean a lot to me. I've always been able to see candles. There's just something very peaceful and tranquil and a calming effect watching a candle. I always feel that your prayer's carrying on with the candle burning.
Now, Darren Day sings a brand new song especially for us, with children from St Mary's School in Blackpool.
Just one little candle can shine through the night, a symbol of faith, a flame that keeps burning, that never stops turning the darkness away. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Let it be like a prayer, and together we'll shine. In a moment of time we can share. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Life is forgiving for those who are living in love's ray of light. And life is for caring, so never stop sharing your beacon so bright. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Let it be like a prayer, and together we'll shine. In a moment of time we can share. Light a candle to start a new dawn. We can unite the world from one tiny spark. It's better to light a candle than curse the dark. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Let it be like a prayer, and together we'll shine. In a moment of time, yes, a moment of time we can share. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Light a candle to start a new dawn.
Christ, the Son of Righteousness, shine upon you and scatter the darkness from before your path. May the fire of the sunset calm your fears, the peace of the stars fill your dreams, and the ocean of God's love carry you gently till you reach his haven of light and rest forever. And the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be upon you and all whom you love, this night and forevermore. Amen.
Next week, Sir Harry Seacombe visits the battlefields of France and Belgium for a programme that commemorates the 80th anniversary of the end of the First World War. At the Royal Military Academy in Sandhurst, he presents a Remembrance Sunday, Songs of Praise.
And that's at 5:35 next week here on BBC One.